Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition replay. So on the right side as the red Slavs, we have Megatron. So on the south side as the blue Khmer, we have Straumandes. It's my bad way of pronouncing names, but let's go ahead and take a look what the Slavs bonuses are. Slavs, if I remember correctly, are known for good trash units. Farmers work 10% faster, not bad. Supplies are free, that's reasonable. Siege workshop units are cheaper, not bad. Warriors is like a pretty heavy cavalry, heavy in health. Dreadnoughts replace 40% of the castles and towers' stone cost wood. Okay, cheaper castles and towers, that could be quite decent. And Druids and infantry gains of splash damage, which is what makes the trash battles with the halberdiers pretty good. Scouts are engaging each other, but let's go ahead and now see how the Khmer's bonuses affect them. It is a siege and elephant civilization. No buildings required advance to the next stage. Not really that important. Farmers don't require mills or town centers to drop off food. That is quite useful. You can just start throwing your farmers in the bottom edge of the map. Battle elephants move faster. They're already pretty slow, so that does help. And those just can garrison houses, which is good for defense. Oh. We do got a scout rush coming on out for red as we start to see what's the rest of stuff. Unique as the Ballista Elephant, Tusk Swords, Battle Elephants gain additional 3 extra attacks, a double crossbow, Ballista Elephants, and Scorpions fire 2 projectiles. So we may see a whole bunch of Scorpions, potentially, but Mangonels are still very, very useful. 25 villagers for red, 26 villagers for blue. If we go back here, did he take any villagers out? I don't think he did. Kills, I think blue has killed a unit. Very nice. Likely a scout. And now you got another attack from these scouts. There is a fort house here. Perfect for spotting. This map is a giant choke point right there. And that house, of course, will provide vision to see what is advancing, going to harass them, see that sort of thing. Quickly trying to harvest a lot of these berries. Is there not any huntables on this map? I don't see any left for either player, so I don't think I saw them collect huntables, but maybe I'm mistaken. The scouts are outnumbered. There's 2 blue spearmen to 1 red spearman. Blue should be able to shank that spearman to death. And now these spearmen can support the scout fight, no problem. Looks like Red's going to just be a bit more aggressively defensive, but perhaps these units around this choke point here. Does throw another spearman in the mix. Let's get one nice little stab there with the spearman. Another spearman deployed out by red, and I take a quick look at the map of the relics. The relics are actually 4 for each side. So both sides have 4 relics. 2 are relatively not safe for each side, but this one's pretty unsafe. This one is much more safe, but this stone is not very safe. You may need to deploy our castle to get enough stone to build out our castle. Red is trying to displace that house. There is 4 spearmen here, 5 scouts versus looks like 8 scouts, 2 spearmen, 3rd spearman right there. I think red will win in a fight between these two, but it all comes down to who each side can keep their spearman alive. Is that a box formation? This house will likely go down to the spearmen. And blue is at population cap thanks to that house going down. Very nice. That is actually quite important. House does get rebuilt, so should be able to get his population back up and going. Blue Spearman's in a great position there, getting a lot of shanks there onto the scouts. Blue scouts are trying to avoid all the spearmen, and all the blue spearmen does go down. Red spearmen are still very much alive, and the scouts are now going for some villager harassment. There's still quite a bit of a gap right there, and there we go, does manage to wall off that area. We're just going to try to focus on these palisades. This one has a lot of surface area to be quickly focused down. Maybe another palisade right there wouldn't hurt. Of course, he can load them inside these houses. Red's force is in this area. Both sides are quite wounded. I think Red actually has more health than Blue, but it's hard to say who actually wins the fight. And Blue Spearman does get picked off right there. Very nice. And Blue Spearman's going forward once again, being picked off. A palisade wall or gate and another house being deployed. Currently, Blue is not building any villagers. He's going for the next age, but he may need a little bit more gold, doesn't he? And this house here may need to be removed because it's blocking some of his workers from actually claiming the gold. Blue's going for Castle Age now. Red is going for Castle Age as well, so both of them will have a similar Castle Age timing. Blue's unable to harvest the stone, so can't get a quick castle on the choke point. And the town center does get some arrow bursts off, as we do got a pair of spearmen for to pull out with Blue. Not looking good for Blue. Villager count is... If you have anything selected, you can't see that menu. Red has 5 villager lead. That is a massive lead right there. House is still receiving quite a bit of fire there. We've got these spearmen here. Spearman will engage the spearmen and does go off inside with all of his spearmen inside the town center, which will give them some health regen. So they can't fire arrows out of it. Blue maybe say going for castle, just get out some knights, help deal with this force. Let's keep Blue selected as well. Let's see what he's going to build. Wheelbarrow. And now a pair of knights coming on out as well. Where is that stable? The stable's right here. And now Red has gotten his own castle age as well. And these spearmen were left behind. They will be quickly shanked up. 9 scouts are here. And Blue has gotten out another stable. We've got also bloodlines being researched, or is that the light cavalry upgrade? That's light cavalry, not bloodlines. My bad. And that'd be very useful. Oh, we got light cavalry for Red already. Blue is pretty far behind on that, and Red has deployed out his own knight. Got some more knights being deployed up by Red, but they are getting intercepted right there. Light cavalry is almost complete. There we go. And we've got the handful of spearmen for Blue as well. That should be able to help win this fight for Blue. They were in the box formation as well. Massive gate here. The spearmen are quickly being focused down. And this is going to be a very messy fight. There's going to be a Pyrrhic victory whoever wins. Blue backs off. I think Blue should have stuck around to fight. No, probably not. Damage very spread out on Red's forces, and Blue's is pretty battered and bruised as well. More knights being pulled out by Blue now. It has not been able to claim any stone to get out defensive castle. House does go down. More red knights are advancing. Do we see this? Does he have access to spearmen and pikemen in research? We do have, yeah, I can go up the halberdier as well. You may want to get that out sooner rather than later at the current rate. Villager count is heavily in favor towards red. 60 villages of 43. Now here on market as well. And now he's going to start focusing on this barracks. No more pikemen can't be built for him. The barracks will go down. He has not really made move for these units. He has evacuated this area with all of his villagers. Mills right there was not important. It's not a resource drop-off point for at least for him. Now I got these units are pushing way forward. Knights, let's see some fire there. And got some knights over here as well. Red's going to be trying to be pursued, but does back off. These two knights could receive some hits as well. They are hitting some villagers. Start hitting the rest of this infrastructure as well. The stable has gone down, and this is a blacksmith right here. More like Calvin Knights being deployed out by blues, not look good for him. The monk gets killed off, which is actually quite important. Red could also take it by his own monks to try to steal his opponent's relics. This force could be cornered by blue's force here when the scouts do rush on forward or rush the wrong way. It looks like Red will escape on out of there. Red's knights, 15 knights here, so trying to convert one of them. Does convert one of them, very nice. Try to pursue it now, but he won't be successful. And that knight does have better upgrades than his own team. It's at currently 2-2, while his own upgrades are, well, I mean 4-4, while his is just 2-2. Another monk conversion, this time by red, and these scouts will go and clean them out. The scouts are, of course, the counter 2 monks. Blue and red are tingling out, but looks like red may pull ahead. Yeah, that's a big concave, and blue, most of the blue knights are just sort of running around aimlessly. I think blue won't do all too well. He is getting some, killing some the reinforcements, which is very good. And blue casts the GG back out the game. That was a very short game. This is Great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.